Hi, in our last video, we discussed about the importance of self-confidence and the benefits associated with it. Today, we are going to look into the ways you can improve your self-confidence. If building self-confidence is a matter of changing your beliefs about yourself, it's going to take some work. You can say, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and people like me into the mirror every day. And it could not hurt, but there are more practical, effective tools you can use. Number 1. Be hyper honest with yourself. Charlie Halpert, the author of Charisma on Command, suggests being hyper honest with yourself as a simple, everyday way to exercise your confidence. For example, let's say someone asks you what you do for fun or what you do for a living. If you find yourself biting your tongue or hiding something, evaluate that. That's an indication to either stop doing that thing or more likely accept that part of yourself and own it. This doesn't mean you have to share every part of your personality with everyone you meet. You can share your geeky hobbies with your geeky friends, but stick to work topics at work. However, you can find someone to share yourself with. When you stop hiding parts of yourself from other people, you will find you feel more confident in who you are. Number 2, start working out. Many people start working out to lose weight or build muscle, but exercise can also be a huge boost to your self-confidence. The American Psychological Association has noted that exercise can improve your mood and, along with regular treatment and therapy, help combat depression and anxiety. It can also help improve your confidence if you stick with it for a while. Working out regularly requires a commitment, and keeping that commitment is an accomplishment. Not only does sticking to a new healthy habit makes you feel more confident, but you can also spot physical improvements to your body and health over the long term. Number 3, try things that make you uncomfortable. Stepping outside your comfort zone is, as you might expect, uncomfortable. Mr. Halpert said, that's the point. Confidence is ultimately about being comfortable in a wide variety of situations that would make most people feel uncomfortable. He said, if you stretch your comfort zone every day, very quickly you will have a large comfort zone and be able to feel more comfortable even when outside of it. This can involve more daunting changes like taking a new job or confronting someone you usually avoid. However, it can also take smaller forms like striking up a conversation with someone new if you are normally shy, or trying a new food. According to Mr. Halpert, it's more important that you regularly expand your comfort zone rather than occasionally throwing yourself into the deep end. Number 4, try a new look. How you dress can affect how other people perceive you, but it can also affect how you perceive yourself. Wearing different clothes can prompt you to think or behave differently. This effect isn't just limited to feeling good about yourself. Dr. Adam D. Gelsinki, a professor at Columbia Business School, found that participants in a study who wore a white lab coat exhibited more focused attention. In other words, when people dressed as a doctor, they behaved more like a doctor, or at least how they thought a doctor might behave. If you want to feel more confident, dress the way a confident version of yourself would. Number 5, defy your imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a nasty mental bug that convinces you that your accomplishments don't really count and that you are going to be found out as a fraud. This doubt can creep in because it's easier to remember faults but more difficult to remember successes. Make a habit of periodically writing down or reflecting on times you have done things well. It's easier to be confident in your abilities when you remember them. Number 6, adjust your posture. Much like how you dress, the posture you adopt can affect how you feel about yourself. While it might feel a little silly at first, remember that tip about stepping outside your comfort zone? Trying out powerful stances can help adjust your frame of mind. Research from Ohio State University suggests that something as simple as sitting up straight can make you feel more confident in what you're doing. Now, a very important thing to discuss about: how to avoid the arrogance trap. As you start to express yourself more confidently, it's natural to worry about becoming arrogant in the process. However, according to Mr. Halpert, arrogance isn't confidence run demoniac. Arrogance is more the result of insecurity than high self-confidence, he says. Confidence is self-satisfied, while arrogance requires external validation to feel good. So, you get people who brag to solicit the recognition of others. Someone with true self-confidence is capable of being assertive and standing up for themselves, but they are unlikely to adopt a tone that others perceive as arrogant. Oddly enough, the best defense against arrogance is developing true self-confidence. If you start out doubting yourself, it will take time before you feel like you belong. In the interim, your own creeping doubt can try to tell you that feeling good about yourself or standing your ground is really arrogance. Recognizing that this is a symptom of insecurity, and that being aware of the symptom is its sole form of inoculation against it can help you push past it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.